All right. Today I want to talk a little bit about not necessarily racism, but white supremacy. Mainly here in the U.S. I was listening to one guy. He was trying to explain how actually, not necessarily white supremacy got started here, but how how the selling of white, let's use the word identity, identifying yourself as being white. He said that actually started here in the U.S. And I don't know if he said that or gave the reason why it was actually started. But I guess the concept came out of slavery. It was a lot of whites that was shipped over here, mainly Ireland. As a matter of fact, Constantine enslaved all of Europe. He turned it into a feudal system, which a feudal system was basically just slavery. A lot of people try to downplay it as being something less than slavery, but it was actually slavery. But the only thing, how people try to differentiate the feudal system from slavery is that the people actually had land. They was given a property, some property, and was told to work the land. I don't know if that was actually true in every situation. I mean, come on, you only have so much land, and you got so many slaves. I mean, you got so many people. So, ordinarily, when you have a limited amount of something, I mean, somebody else is gonna have to. You're gonna have to go over here and work on this guy's piece of property. You know, you don't have enough land for you. So anyway, getting back to slavery and the white identity. This guy, I think his name was Tim Weiss. He was saying that before the people over here in the U.S. started defining people as white, he said that didn't exist in Europe. People didn't define themselves as being white. Because basically, how could you define yourself as being something, you know, when it's so many different variations of white people? You have really dark-skinned white people. You have it's so many different variations of white people. So how can you just say, all right, these people here are white? I think mainly why the elite in this country, in the U.S., mainly done that is because they have mainly two types of slaves here. They had the supposedly African slaves, and they had a lot of white. I'm not gonna say the white slave, but they had a lot of slaves from Ireland that was shipped over here, and probably Europe too. You know, because of the, like I said before, Constantine enslaved all of Europe. So the concept of them creating, the elite creating this white identity here was mainly, I guess, to try to distinguish or set forth a particular motion of action. So they had like a plan to say, all right, we're going to use these people over here in this situation here, and we're going to use these people over here in a situation like this. So mainly, I don't know how many Africans there was actually in the South, but evidently they wanted to try to move away from identifying once they done away with slavery. I'm not saying done away with slavery, but once they done away with a certain type of slavery, mainly the people were being confined to a certain area, that they would use white people in a certain situation, like I said before,